The news landed like a bombshell on Tuesday. Frank Ragnow, the Detroit Lions' formidable center, has retired. This decision, announced on June 2, 2025, shocked the league. Health issues were cited as the reason. Ragnow was not just any player, he was a four-time Pro Bowl selection. His departure leaves a significant void in the heart of the Lions' formidable offensive line. This is a massive story. Ragnow was more than just a talented blocker. He was the anchor, the cornerstone of a unit that prided itself on physicality and intelligence. His leadership on and off the field was invaluable. He consistently performed at an elite level. His versatility made him a special player. He could handle any defensive scheme thrown his way. The Lions relied heavily on his calls at the line of scrimmage, setting protections and identifying defensive fronts. The immediate impact of his retirement is profound. Teammates and coaches are undoubtedly reeling from the news. Ragnow was instrumental in the Lions' recent resurgence. Their climb to become one of the NFC's top teams was built on a powerful running game. That running game started with Ragnow's dominance in the middle. His absence will be felt on every single offensive snap for Detroit. His contributions went beyond just run blocking. He was also a stalwart in pass protection for quarterback Jared Goff. The stability he provided allowed Goff time to operate. Finding a replacement of his caliber will be an immense challenge for the Detroit front office. The team's identity, built on trench warfare, has taken a significant hit with this unexpected announcement. The echoes of his departure will resonate throughout the upcoming season. Frank Ragnow's retirement is a colossal blow. But it is not the only change troubling the Lions' interior offensive line. Guard Kevin Zeitler also departed this offseason. Zeitler signed with the Tennessee Titans. This means two key starters from last year's dominant unit are gone. That is a major upheaval for any team. The Lions now face a significant rebuilding task in a critical area. These departures create substantial concerns. The offensive line was a key component of Detroit's recent success. Their cohesion and power were widely respected across the NFL. Losing both Ragnow and Zeitler fundamentally alters the group's chemistry and experience. Young players will be thrust into prominent roles. The learning curve will be steep. The pressure will be immense from day one of training camp. The impact on the Lions' running game cannot be overstated. Ragnow was a mauler in the run game. His ability to create movement at the point of attack was exceptional. He was also agile enough to execute complex blocking schemes. This versatility was crucial for Detroit's diverse and effective rushing attack. Without him, the lanes for David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs might not be as wide, impacting their production. Consequently, the play-action passing game could also suffer. The Lions used their strong run game to set up effective play-action passes. Jared Goff thrived in this system. If the running game becomes less potent, opposing defenses may not respect the run fakes as much. This could lead to more pressure on Goff. It could also limit the explosive plays that the play-action game often generates for the offense. The changes along the offensive line will directly affect quarterback Jared Goff. Ragnow's absence in the middle is particularly concerning. Goff is known to be more susceptible to pressure coming directly up the center. He prefers to step up into the pocket to make throws. A weaker interior could disrupt his rhythm and comfort. This is a critical issue for the Lions' passing game to address swiftly. Adding another layer of change is the new offensive coordinator. Ben Johnson, the architect of Detroit's top 5 offense, departed. He is now the head coach of the Chicago Bears. John Morton has taken over as the offensive coordinator. Morton previously served as a senior offensive assistant and pass game coordinator in Denver. He brings a different background and potentially new ideas to the offensive scheme. Morton's influence might lead to a more pass-oriented approach. However, Jared Goff has noted that much of the successful system will remain. One area for potential adjustment is the use of quick passes. The Lions had a low rate previously, yet Goff excelled on these throws. He recorded a 111.5 passer rating on quick passes. Increasing their frequency could help mitigate offensive line concerns. Perhaps more deep throws to Jameson Williams could also feature. The running back dynamic between David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs will also be interesting to watch. Before Montgomery's injury in 2024, carries were split fairly evenly. Gibbs, being younger and more explosive, might see an increased workload. This could be due to both the line changes and Morton's offensive philosophy. How carries are distributed, especially on early downs and opening drives, will be a key indicator of the new strategy. The Lions must now find replacements for both Ragnow and Zeitler. For the center position, Tate Ratledge and Graham Glasgow are considered candidates. Ratledge is a promising rookie. Glasgow offers veteran experience and versatility, having played guard and center. At guard, Christian Mahogany is expected to step in for Zeitler. He is another young player with potential. These are big shoes to fill for all involved. Integrating these new players will be a significant challenge. Building cohesion along the offensive line takes time and repetitions. Having two new starters in the interior makes this task even more complex. The communication and understanding required between linemen are crucial for success. The coaching staff will have their work cut out for them during training camp and preseason. Early struggles would not be surprising. The broader picture shows an offense in transition. After reaching elite status under Ben Johnson, the unit now faces a period of adjustment. A new play caller and a revamped offensive line are major hurdles. The Lions' ability to maintain their offensive potency will depend heavily on how quickly these new pieces can gel. The entire league will be watching to see how they respond to these significant personnel losses. Ultimately, the outlook for the Lions' offensive line and the offense as a whole hinges on adaptability. They must find new ways to protect Goff and create running lanes. This might involve schematic adjustments from John Morton. It will certainly require young players to step up and perform. The resilience and coaching acumen within the organization will be severely tested. The 2025 season has suddenly become a much tougher proposition for Detroit.